Minute. I've been saving on the Achieve app. Oh no, my car broke down and the repair costs are way higher than I expected. I need cash right now. I need cash. I can't also wait for payday. And borrowing money takes forever. What do I do? Wait a minute. I've been saving on the Achieve app. I should have some money there. Wow. My DigiSave investment on the Achieve app gained some additional interest. I love this app. With the Achieve app, I can instantly have access to my emergency savings anywhere, anytime. I've been saving little by little, and now I don't have to stress at all. Download the Achieve app today and start building your emergency fund. It's the smartest way to stay prepared for life surprises.
Hello and good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. You're welcome to Achieve by Petra's webinar. Definitely, I want to connect with you, and my name is Kabnanya Michedapa, and I'm going to be your host for today's discussion. But I want to know who's on the other side. Let me know who is joining this conversation. We had close to 300 people registering for this conversation. So I really look forward to an engaging conversation with all of you. And if you've joined and you've not seen your colleague in yet, please send them a reminder. Let me know. Roxanne, I can see Roxanne, I can see Jacob. Let me know where you're joining from. So you can just write your name. Roxanne joining from maybe Kumasi, or Anita joining from Central region, or maybe Kojovi joining from the Volta region, or maybe Tanko from Northern region. Let's know who we have. Let's know who we have here. And thank you so much for coming on time. We are live on LinkedIn, YouTube, and on X. And this is going to be a very great conversation on how to transform your financial future with Achieve by Petra. So I have Roxanne from Hukwa in the Volta region. I have Ishmael from Takwa. And I have Mohammed Mukhtar, I hope I was right, from Northern region, and Daniel from Doma. Interesting. I have a lot of people outside Accra. That is very good to know. Thank you so much. It means we are spreading our tentacles. Okay. So this conversation is going to be on how to transform your financial future with Achieve by Petra. And as I mentioned, my name is Kamilanya Michedapa, and this conversation is going to be very interactive. What we did was we got the conversations that have been going on online. We're going to respond to some of your important questions, and then if we have some more time, we'll take questions from our audience. We want this to be very interactive, so please do want to interact with us in the chat section. So if you have a question, if you have a contribution, please let's get it going in the chat section. So I have with me two guests, so I can have them put on their cameras. I have here Derek and Huzaifa. Great. So I'll have, they say ladies first, but I'll break the rule. So gentlemen first. So I'll have Derek introduce himself, and then we'll go to Huzaifa.
Hi, I'm Derek Latte. I head the Business and Strategic Initiatives. I'm happy to be here. I'm hoping this conversation is going to be very, very engaging. Please like, the video, share the link wherever you are, tell your friends about it. We're going to have a good conversation.
Great.
Hi guys, I
Hi.
hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you. I don't know. I think I'm having some feedback from your end.
From my end.
Yes. Oh, okay. Let's continue. If I hear it again, I'll let you know.
Okay. My name is
Yes.
Huzaifa Abdullahi. I'm the general manager of Achieve by Petra. And I'm happy to be here to answer some of the questions that you guys have been asking about Achieve by Petra and how you can use it to leverage your financial future.
Great. Good to have you, Zayfa. Good to have you, Derek. So we'll quickly go into the questions. We have a host of them. But before that, I said we want this to be very interactive. So from time to time, I'll be going to the comment section to see what's going on there. I can see the responses coming and we love it. I see Prince Henry from Kumasi, William from Takrade. I see Theodora from Osu. Okay, we're not getting somebody from Accra. Great. And I see Sylvester Bimpong from Hacho. All right. Hacho people, let's know how the traffic situation is there. I heard today you people are the hearts of Ghana or Accra. Anyway, so the first question will be, so I think people have downloaded or have seen the changes that are happening on formerly Achieve, which is now Achieved by Petra. And this person was asking, or one of our users was asking, how can we access loans on Achieved by Petra? So I'll throw this to Derek. Person wants to know how they can access loans on Achieved by Petra today. You are muted, Derek.
Wow, I have to get used to this. Yes, I like the way. Who's this question from? You don't have the name.
Well, we didn't want to show their name, so we just
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's about loans, and before I go into that question, I'm sure anyone listening to us who has heard about Petra, most people would hear about Petra and think about your pensions, your after working life benefits, your tier 2, tier 3. Yeah, that's important. That's very important. On this webinar, we are talking about securing your financial future, right? So, Petra is focused somewhat on that as well. But before you get there, before you finish working, before you get to 50 or 60 and retire, there are certain needs that you have during your working life, right? And so the question we're asking ourselves, I mean, over the last 10 years or the last 12 years is, how do we make sure that, yes, we are securing a financial future and we manage the different events that happen within your life so that you don't lose that pension or that retirement benefit that you are saving towards or that you are planning for. So one of the things that we thought about was loans, right? Was how do we make sure that Kabna has saved up maybe 3-5 years. Every month he's paying 200 cedis or 500 cedis into his pensions fund, into savings booster, into better opportunity. But for some reason, last year, I mean, something happened and he couldn't. He needed some quick money to move into a new place, and so he needed to pay for some rent, right?
Yeah.
And because, of course, it's tier 3. I'll go into the details. I mean, somewhere down the line in this conversation, but it's accessible. You can access your tier 3. He's tempted to come into his tier 3 balance, which is meant for his post-retirement life, and withdraw some money to pay his rent. Mind you, he has been saving for 5 years, for 3 years, earning some interest. Right. The question we ask ourselves: how do we get Kwabena access to money today? Give him reasonable prices with very good competitive terms, so that he can pay off the loan within a good amount of time without touching his tier 3, without touching his pensions, and that's how we came up with loans. So today, because you're a Petra customer, if you're not a Petra customer, you should become a Petra customer. We'll tell you how to do that later today. Because you're a Petra customer, You don't need to go into your tier 3, you don't need to go into your savings booster, you don't need to go into your pensions contributions or your balances to go and pay for that rent or to go and buy to handle that emergency. You can take a loan using your pension benefits as some security, a very, very affordable loan. It's actually the best on the market today. To go straight to the point and answer your question, to be able to do that today, if you downloaded the Achieve by Petra app, on the home page, you could just scroll down. It's the last thing on the home page. Scroll downwards and you see a button that says request to get a call back, right? So we would have that link, sends you to a team of advisors who would contact you and help you select the best facility for your need, and then get the loan in very good time.
Yeah.
Right? So that's basically how you get a loan via the Achieve by Petra app. I'm sure throughout the conversation we'll keep hitting on how to download the app, where you can find it on the App Store, on the Play Store. So if you download it, you should be able to download it. But yes, that's how you get access to an easy loan. That's Petra.
Okay, great, thank you. I think that's good information. So those who are looking forward to getting some loans, you know what to do. You'll just see at the bottom of the screen a short code running there. You can just dial it to download the app. So *713*70# to download the app. Okay, so this one will go to Joseifa. So Derek has spoke about loans, and someone is asking, what's the Petra ID and how can I get it?
Okay. So I believe most of the people on this call already have Achieve when it was Achieve and now Achieve by Petra, given the new merger. When we launched, we explained that Achieve was birthed out of Petra. Okay, Petra is in the business of distributing financial products and financial services and making it easy for the average person to access these products. We've been doing this for a while in the pension space. For those who are aware of what's going on in the industry, we have two big schemes, the Tier 2 Master Trust schemes. Most people know it as PAPS, Petra Advantage, and then Petra Opportunity, which is the Tier 3 scheme. And then we are also the people behind Savings Booster that a lot of people have also engaged with as a personal pension scheme to augment whatever they are doing on the mandatory side and what their employer is doing for them as well. So a Petra ID is a unique ID that identifies you in the Petra pensions ecosystem. So if you have a Petra product, if you have any of our pensions products, whether it's Tier 2, Tier 3, or Savings Booster, then you have a Petra ID. Okay. If you want to find out what your Petra ID is, once you are on the app, you can just send a chat to our live chat platforms. If you look at the top section of the app, there's a chat bubble that you can just click on and reach out to us immediately, and we can give you your Petra ID. That will then allow you to link your Achieve app to your Petra account. And that means that now you have a one-stop shop platform. Okay. You can see your accounts from your Tier 2, Tier 3 booster, and then you can see all the wonderful things that Achieve is already delivering to you through DigiSave, Global Tech, Rubon Trust, and many, many more that have come within the Petra group. So the idea really is that we want to make it easy and convenient. You guys keep hearing us say that, but those are two sort of hallmark or trademarks that we try to do, easy and convenient. And part of making it easy is once I have the Achieve by Petra app, I should be able to access everything that I need to do. So Petra ID is a unique ID that people with the pensions product have. If you don't have a pensions product with Petra, you will not have a Petra ID. If you want to have a pensions product with Petra, which I strongly recommend, then you should sign up to either Savings Booster or individual Tier 2 products so that you can have a Petra ID, and then you'll be able to access all the other products that Petra has. Thank you.
Great, great, great. I love it when you said Petra is a one-stop shop. I mean, the Achieve by Petra app is a one-stop shop. So we have all the solutions that you would need. And I like to we've spoken about loans, we've now gone into pensions. And let me draw a little bit on the pensions. So Derek, someone is asking, how do I get my pensions with Petra, especially somebody who is in the informal sector, who has heard that he has to put down some money for his future, and he doesn't know how to do that, even to talk less of doing it conveniently. So can you throw some more light on how somebody can get their pensions from Petra or with
Yeah,
Petra?
thank you, Pabna, for the question. I'll start off by saying that whoever you're working with, whoever your employer is, you should find out from your employer or inquire on your tier one, tier two, and tier three contributions. Every per law, the tier one and tier two is compulsory. You are supposed to pay a certain percentage of your income towards your SNIT and towards your tier two, 13.5 and 5% respectively. That is compulsory per law. So your employer is mandated by law to do that on your behalf. So whoever you're working with, whoever you're working, as long as you're in an employed situation and you have an employer, he or she is supposed to do that on your behalf. For those of us who are self-employed, who are in the informal sector, even those of us who are formally employed but want to do something on their own or want to make some individual contributions. So for tier one and tier two, yes, you are limited by a certain amount, but for tier three, you can go up to 16.5% of your income, and then you can actually, that's for pre-tax, and do anything more than 60.5% is post-tax. So then you can contribute as much as you want yourself towards your pensions. I think Zifa mentioned earlier on about personal pensions, and so at Petra, for anybody who wants to secure their future with our savings product, you could do that with a tier two individual account or a tier three individual account. That means that you could one through the Achieve by Petra app, as if you downloaded the app, if you not, you can download the shortcode and download it. You reach out, you will either be sent an online form. Today's members is savingsbooster.petraonline.com. We can share that in the chat as well, or you will be sent forms to fill to start the process. For those who are tech savvy, they can do that online. For those who are not, can use the USSD. We can do it over phone, share forms via email, and then you fill the forms. Then you can get your deductions done via direct debit or via Momo into the Petra scheme accounts. I'm not going to go into much detail, but the point is, yes, you can. It's possible to contribute to your tier two, to your tier three yourself. You can do that yourself. You don't need an employer. You can do more than what your employer is doing, even if your employer is doing it on your behalf. And to do that, just talk to Petra, download the app, go onto the live chat section. You can ask how to do that, or go to we'll share the URL members.petraonline.com, and then you can also sign up there as well. So those are the ways you could sign up to a pensions product, whether you are formally employed or you are informally employed.
Okay. So then again, it comes to the point that Petra is your one-stop shop. We have everything that you need for your financial freedom or for your financial wellness. We are actually a financial Achieved by Petra is actually positioned as a financial wellness app. I see somebody in the comment section saying, "Kabna, I think each speaker should have been able to been given few minutes to speak on the topic before the questions." We are actually speaking on the topic, Frederick. So the question, the topic is transform your financial future with Achieved by Petra. So all that we are giving you is information information on how you can get ahead or how you can transform your financial future with easy and convenient options offered by the Achieve by Petra app. So far, we have spoken to you about how you can get loans from the Achieve by Petra app. We've spoken to you on how you can secure your pensions on the Achieve by Petra app. And also, if you're already on a customer of Petra, you could link your pension schemes or your products that you have with us on the Achieve by Petra app. So today you can see your pensions, how your pensions are growing on the Achieve by Petra app, and you do not have to wait to be getting 5 years or a few years to pension before you now go and check and notice that you don't have any money and you now be looking for some quick schemes to make money. That's what we want you to avoid. That's why we've made it safe, convenient, and reliable for you. So, Frederick, if you have any particular question, don't worry, just drop in the comment section and we'll come back to you. Now, let me stay on Derek. I see we have homes. Petra is offering homes. The last time I heard on news, I think the Builders Association of Ghana were complaining about the increase in prices of building materials and saying that the house deficit is just going to deepen. But where does Petra come in all this? What when you say homes, what is Petra offering when it comes to homes?
Yeah, let me for someone I know in Petra, let me mention the product name. It's Easy Homes. It's
Right.
Easy Homes, and check homes.petraonline.com to find a lot more about Easy Homes. Like I mentioned earlier, I mean, like the loans product, homes or having a home is a need that everyone who is with Petra, everybody I know has. Having somewhere to lay your head, having a property in your name or owning a property in this society is something everybody who every working individual aspires to do or aspires to own. Right. So in our conversations with our over 300 or 400,000 customers over the last few years, it's become very, very clear and very, very apparent that we have to try to solve this housing deficit problem in Ghana, right? That it's just too hard. It's just too hard for an average hard worker working in Ghana earns good money to even start to think about owning a home. Right. So the question we are asking ourselves, how do we step in? We have a lot of customers, one, who trust us. And so how do we step into that market, reduce the risks as much as possible, make our customers more comfortable with having to transact when it comes to housing, and then most importantly, find a price point that customers can engage with. Right? Sometimes you move around and you see home prices and you don't even read, right? Because it's you don't
It's
even
beyond your pay grade.
you don't even dream or owning the home, right? So that's a
Yeah.
big problem that Petra is trying to solve with some partners. So, like the loans products, we looked at, okay, what are the assets we have? What are the assets our customers have? How do we, on the back of those assets, work with certain stakeholders within the industry, with certain financial partners
Yeah.
to offer affordable mortgages or work with developers to construct homes at lower prices, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that a customer, Kofi in Petra, who has built up a balance over 3-5 years, can one take a mortgage at a very competitive rate, and then also because he has a side hustle, make a down payment for the home because the home is now in his region, in his reach, right? The price of the home is not too far, not too much of a stretch, so he can make a 10%, a 20% deposit, and then pay off the rest over time with a mortgage.
Mm.
Just this afternoon, actually, just this afternoon, I was in a meeting with the homes product manager, one of our developers, right, where we were negotiating um, a certain reservation. So for the developer to put some homes aside for Petra customers.
Right.
At, and the pricing you would hear it sooner than later. It's a very, 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 very good price. So for those of you on the call, you heard it here first, right? You heard it
Yeah.
here first. Yeah. So just go. I mean, just make sure that your ears are on the ground and you'll be alert when the pricing comes out. It's a very, very good
Mm,
price, a very good location. And what we are going to do is we're going to make sure that Petra customers have access to such homes with their
mm,
tier 3, with their tier 2, and also with mortgages and um, um, other sources of funds.
okay.
So yes, I'm going to end here. Jose says I'm talking into. So yeah, I'm very passionate about home. So that's what
I
happens.
know, I know you are, Pa, but it's interesting. So you speak about homes, and what came to my mind is okay. Now that you have let the cats out of the bag, and people know that there's something coming up, what investments are available on the Achieve by Petra app that people can jump on in waiting for what the homes people have to bring? So, Josefa, what are the investment opportunities on the Achieve by Petra app?
Great. So I think this goes to, was it Frederick, who wanted us to go straight to
Yeah.
what are the things that he can use to leverage his financial future. Okay.
Yes.
Achieved by Petra was built with the mindset that not all of us have access to sophisticated tools, to brokers, to go and create CSD accounts. In fact, do we know what a CSD account is? Do we understand all of that? The
Mm-hmm.
mindset here is that me and you can download an app. Already, we are familiar with technology, we are educated, we can make sound decisions. We can download
Mm-hmm.
an app that can deliver tools that will facilitate our investment behavior and help us create wealth. Okay, so the Achieve by Petra app was really built to help us leverage our incomes as they are coming in and then build wealth. In line with what Derek said about the different needs that people have. So Petra started, we were looking at long-term retirements, 20 years away, 30 years away. Within that period, you still have short-term needs. Okay. You need to build an emergency fund.
Mm-hmm.
Popular wisdom will tell you that everybody needs at least 6 months of their monthly income in an emergency fund. Some will even say 10, so that should anything happen to your source of income, you have something that you can fall on whilst you get yourself back on your feet and you can earn some money. So you need
Mm-hmm.
an emergency fund. Sometimes you're also saving for a goal that is maybe 2 to 3 years away. It's not quite a short-term goal. It's medium term. Maybe your child is in class 5 and you're already thinking about secondary school, or your child is in class 6, you're thinking about secondary school, or you yourself are trying to go back to school to finally get that master's that has been waiting for 10 years for you to get, etc.
I know,
So
right?
we have that those kinds of goals as well. And then we also have really long-term goals. Okay. Whilst you're saving in your tier 3, tier 2, some of you don't even have tier 3. Tier 2 is mandatory. So I like to believe that most employers are at least trying to pay something. But it's not enough. Okay. It's just 5.5% of your income or something of that sort. So what are you doing to augment that retirement fund that is being created for you by your employer? So on the Achieve app, we have DigiSave. DigiSave is a short-term money market fund. What does this mean? It means that we've engineered it with the fund manager in such a way that it behaves almost like a bank account. You can quickly put money in, and when you need money, you can get it out. But the
Mm,
difference is that over here, because it is an investment and not a bank account, you earn interest. Okay. And the interest can be significant depending on how the financial markets performs. So we have DigiSave for that. I call it the cool dude. It's the cool dude. You just put your money
Yeah.
there. It's growing gradually. You know, when you need your money, you get it. Your
Mm-hmm.
principal is fine. You continue to get some interest. You don't like too much volatility on those kinds of monies, like your emergency fund. I use it as kind of my bank account, to be honest. So when I get paid, I move my money into DigiSave, and then as and when I need money, I spend from there, because the money that
Yeah.
is being kept in DigiSave is earning money. So your money is working to earn more money. We also
That's
have
interesting.
yes.
I'm excited to learn that. I think I'll do that.
You
But
should, Kabna. It's
yeah, I'll
it's a
do
little hack.
that. Yeah,
It's a
I'll
little
be
hack.
that.
Any small money that comes into your pocket, you have to
Yeah,
make the money work and not just be relaxing for other people to use your money to work and earn money, and then you are sitting there. So
it
you
is
always
very
have to think
possible,
of the
Josefa.
best ways to leverage your money.
Yes, yes,
The
yes.
second one that I like to talk about is Eurobond trust. I think I saw a comment. Somebody actually asked the question, and their
Okay.
question was about what's happening with Eurobond trust. So Eurobond trust invests in sovereign bonds that are issued by other entities, and these bonds are issued in dollar. So it gives you some dollar exposure. But these are not Ghanaian bonds. Today we don't hold any Ghanaian bonds, so don't worry. But we do have dollar exposure. And what does dollar exposure mean? Dollar exposure means that as the dollar is doing well, you're against the CD, you are hedging, right? You are
Yeah.
diversifying. So you have a little bit of DigiSave, and then you have a little bit of Eurobond trust that gives you that exposure. To answer the
Mhm.
guy's hold
Okay.
on.
Thank you.
We are seeing a bit of volatility now because, as we all appreciate, the CD is appreciating against the dollar in recent times, right? So we are seeing a bit of that. But the underlying investments themselves also appreciate in value. So it's not only currency gains that we are looking for. When we
Mhm.
invest in the Eurobond trust, it allows us to diversify our portfolio and hedge our risks a little bit better. And over time, as the currency stabilizes, we'll see some stability. In fact, I think yesterday we saw a bit of a rise, then
Yeah.
you see a bit of a plateau. So it's just a little bit of volatility. Again, to
Yeah.
match this to what I was saying about goal horizons. So you don't put your short-term money in a fund like Eurobond Trust because of the
Mhm.
volatility. Okay. You are looking for money that you are expecting to sit somewhere and grow over time,
What time?
2 years. And so this short-term volatility, you don't really pay attention because you know that over time they will smoothen out and you do actually better than leaving your
Mm.
money in your bank account or your susu box or
Yeah.
somewhere else. And then the
So
third one,
in essence, you are saying that money that we put in global tech and Eurobond trust shouldn't be money that we want to spend immediately.
no, you shouldn't. Those are long-term funds, and so for those who who sign up and subscribe, if you read the preamble, we tell you that this has a bit of volatility, and we
Mm-hmm.
recommend that you stay invested for at least 2 years so that you can reap the full benefits of that. Um, if you put in short-term money and we experience a little bit of negative volatility, you might lose a little bit in the short term, but this is an investment. All investments come with a little bit of risk, and so you have to match the goal with the product. And so I'll
Mm.
strongly advise that you keep your long-term investments. You are saving over a 2-year horizon, 3-year horizon. You keep those in products like Eurobond Trust and Global Tech. Global Tech is another interesting one. It's new for us on our platform. It's quite exciting. We've seen the excitement and buzz around it for people who have engaged with it. And it gives you
Mm-hmm.
exposure into the technology space
Yeah.
outside of Ghana. Okay, you are using all of these products. You are using, I don't want to mention
Google,
the names. Yes, Amazon, all of these technology
Netflix.
products,
Yeah.
Microsoft. You can also benefit from the appreciation of their stocks in the Global Tech Mutual Fund. And I know some
Mm.
people go ahead and want to purchase these funds directly. That is fine. At Achieve, we again, we are looking at the average Joe, right? Once you
Yeah.
are dealing with a mutual fund, then you have professionals who are managing the accounts. And so they are paying attention to news, they are paying attention to company financials, they are paying attention to whatever is happening outside there. And then they are able to make decisions that will benefit the whole fund. They're also looking at what are the constituents of the fund, which stocks should we buy more of, which one should we buy less of, to ensure that the return is protected, if you like, right? So it's very advisable that if you want that kind of exposure and you don't have the expertise, you go through a fund like Global Tech Fund, and then you'll be able to also enjoy from some of that appreciation in some of those companies that you like and you use every day. So those are the three main products. We also have Money Safe. Some of us have
Somebody asked
used
about
the
money safe.
T-bill regime, and it's great because with T-bills, you know your return percentage upfront. Money Safe is even more flexible. So our Money Safe product allows you to come in, select an offer, and put your money in there and lock it. If you are like me, who needs tools to help me stay disciplined, then I know that, oh, in February, I need to pay rent. My rent money is ready now. If I leave it in my bank account, maybe I'll spend it. Okay. Why don't I buy a Money Safe paper that is due maybe a week or two before my rent is due, and then put that money there? When the paper matures, I'll get my money, I'll get my interest, and I'll also be able to achieve the thing that I want to achieve as well. Last thing that I'll talk about before I move, Kwabena is scratching his head, is that Achieve also has a lot of tools that enable this savings culture. I saw in the comments somebody talking about the Otomomo and other things. Yes, those are intentional. So our goals feature is to help you segregate your investments. So if you realize, I was talking about emergency fund. So you create an emergency fund. I have one that I call Zayfair Stash because that's where I'm stashing my coins. Then if you have if you have children, you can create a school fees fund because every 3 months you pay. So you better be saving towards them.
I'll start paying very soon. So when I hear school fees, I'm alert.
Please start
Please hit
saving
on
now,
that one.
because you as for you will not just pay school fees, you pay admission fee, facility fee,
It's plenty.
and all the fees. Okay. So you create different goals. And now with the introduction of our new Otomomo feature, you can even set automatic deduction. So I think the guy was asking how it works. So yes, you set the Otomomo. So for instance, for my school fees fund, I know that every month maybe I have to put 1,000 cedis in there to support the family to pay school fees. I'll set it up 1,000 cedis. Every 30th, please do a deduction of 1,000. Once I've set it up, I just have to make sure that by the 30th, I have money in my Momo, and then that is taken care of. So our goals feature coupled with the Auto Momo feature. And then for the goals as well, we have what we call locked goals. So you lock the goal. Like, again, if you are like me, I like nice things. So when I see, I want to buy. So I need some of these
My
tools
GM, she's speaking the truth. Believe her.
to help me stay disciplined. So these tools with the goal feature, the locked goals feature, and then with the Auto Momo feature, you intentionally put your investments on steroids. Okay, you set it, and then you remain disciplined, and then definitely you'll hit your goal as well. I think I've covered most of them. The last bit is obviously the Petra products, which we are so excited to be onboarding now. So for those of you who already have your pensions products now, you can see all your products that are with Petra, but you can interact with them. You can view whether your employer has paid, hasn't paid, and make sure that the right things are done as well. I think I've covered.
Yeah, you've covered a lot of the questions that I was going to bring up from the chat box. But I'm excited that you're really throwing a lot of light to make people understand that Achieve by Petra is a financial wellness app, and the features that you mentioned actually help people to take good financial decisions in a simple and a convenient way, like the goals and setting goals, locking them, automomo, and even having a mutual fund, so you don't have to check which stocks are doing well for you to push your money. All that is done for you in the app. Like a tree man will say, "Umpe we opening." So please do well. Dial *713*70#. Get on it and start investing.
I would say, if I did you
Pension.
mention group savings? Is one of the features I really love. Um, and I thought it'd be good to
Yeah.
add that as well. I mean, last 2 weeks or last 3 weeks, a
Mhm.
group I created with a few friends, we hit our target. We were all excited, and it was
Yeah.
really good. Yeah, it was really good when we all committed to paying a certain amount of money every every.
When you hit your target, you have to come and pay 10% to the company because we are helping you people.
Yeah, it's a really good
Yeah.
feature. I mean, the accountability there alone, right? It
Yeah.
really helps,
So
and I mean,
yeah, so maybe let me spend a few minutes talking about it. So group savings, again, like the name implies, it's a feature that we have on the app that facilitates groups. Okay, and it can be any kind of group. It can be we have families using it. We have friends. So a couple of years ago, my girlfriends and I created a group savings, and then we saved some money and went on our girls trip. Okay. We have old school associations using it. We have company welfares using it. In fact, in Petra, we use it to collect fines. So
I know
if you are part
it.
of certain teams and you have to pay a fine, you pay it. So it's really a way to encourage each other and then
yeah,
create group savings. Okay. It's on the app. Anybody can create a group and then invite the other people. When a payment is made, we will all know that a payment is made. There are statements there. So for those of you who are admins in your old school associations, and when
yeah.
there's an event, birth or wedding or whatever, you have to collect. Then when you finish collecting, you're not typing. Zephyr, 200, Derek,
I
150.
know.
Kabna there doesn't have money, 25,
Ah,
and so on and so forth.
Why are you doing this to me?
it was even 200 or 150.
With the group saving feature, you don't have to do that. Okay, you just have to encourage your team members, your old school association or your groups to come on board, and then when everybody makes a contribution, everybody else can see the contribution. It just makes accountability really easy and creates transparency. It also motivates people. So, like Derek was giving the example, where he and his friends set some targets. And if you see your friends are paying, you also be motivated
Also,
to pay. So any one of
yeah,
you can go on the app, go to the Discover page, go to groups, create a group savings, and then you can invite your friends, and then you can start saving together towards teams.
mhm,
One of the great stories I've heard is how a family actually uses group savings. Their story was unique to me. So the younger people in the family, like the
mhm,
young adults, they save together to take care of the older generation who took care of them. Okay. So not just their parents. So like cousins and all of that came together and they are saving. And then at the end of the month or whatever period, they take some of the monies and pay, the older ones who have retired, they give
Yeah,
them allowances and they do things. So it's a really powerful tool that we
yeah,
can use to create um, value, right, and help each
yeah.
other.
That's an interesting story. Very interesting. And the stories about how Achieve is changing lives is actually countless. But let me pick this from Benedicta. She says, "Hello, I have been using Achieve for a while now, and recently I had the desire to create a pensions account with Petra. However, I am deaf and unable to navigate the callback option available. Is there another way I can go about creating pension trust or account?" Okay. Okay. So Benedicta, I think I'll send Benedicta a direct message
Mhm.
and see how we can assist her to get that done. So
Yeah.
thank you for the data for letting us know.
Yeah.
So this one, William is saying, "Hello everyone. My question is, what's the highest return on investment annually on achieved by Petra?" Get people asking, "What? How much can I get? How much can I get?" But we have a classical response to that
Yes.
because
We do.
I mean, okay. So let me leave it to either Jose or Derek to respond to that.
Oh, I can. I mean, I can start, and if I can add on if I leave anything out. But generally, at Petra, for the investment, let me put it. The investments we manage are mutual funds, right? So you are looking at funds that are valued on a daily basis that generate a certain return, and then those returns are shared amongst fund holders or shareholders of the fund. So if you are putting your money in Achieve, for example, DigiSave, the underlying investment there is the Plus Income Fund, right? Plus Income Fund is a fixed income mutual fund, and it's being managed by Blackstar Advisors. That mutual fund is valued on a daily basis. It accrues returns, and those returns are shared amongst the shareholders of the Plus Income Fund. And because you have a DigiSave account, you have a share in that. What I've said now means that the returns you see on your portfolio, on your app, is determined by how well the fund is performing. And like Uzefa mentioned, there are different kinds of funds for different purposes, different needs. So for the DigiSave fund or DigiSave product, it's a liquidity fund. It's a fund where you can liken it to your mobile money account with better returns, right? Much better returns. So you put in money, you can have access to the money anytime you want, but that money is working for you, it's been invested and it's accruing certain returns, and then that is shared amongst all members. We don't, for any mutual fund in Ghana, per circles, you can't guarantee any returns. And we don't recommend that you listen to anybody who is guaranteeing returns on any mutual fund in Ghana, right? The only investments that can predetermine their return, like Josefa mentioned earlier on, are fixed term investments. So, like a fixed deposit or a discount instrument like a treasury bill, right? For those kind of funds, for those kind of investments, before you put in 1,000 CDs, you are told you are going to get 15%, 10% after 3 months, after 6 months. Those are fixed income, fixed investments. For the funds you have on Achieve today, whether Global Tech, whether Eurobond, whether DigiSafe, they are all mutual funds. They are open-ended schemes. You have a number of people contributing to those schemes, to those funds, and then those funds are managed by a fund manager who ensure that on a daily basis the fund is performing. Right? I saw a question on the chat about what's happening with global tech recently, right? And it's also because global tech, like Huzefa mentioned, is a dollar-linked investment, right? So where the CD is performing well against the dollar, because what we are saying is what's happening, you should be able to see that your global tech fund has some dips in returns and some dips in prices, and so you'd see some decrease in your returns. But over a long term or over a longer period, those returns are expected to pick up because more often than not, our CD depreciates against the dollar, right? So, unfortunately, yes, that's the truth of the matter. So yes, our investments, whether Petra Opportunity, Petra Advantage, whether Savings Booster, whether DigiSave, whether Eurobond, whether Global Tech, are all the underlying investments for those funds are, you can call them mutual funds or open-ended funds, and they are valued, managed by fund managers who are given the mandate to ensure that those funds are performing on a daily basis, allocating the funds into the investments that are allowed and investments that would provide the best security and best returns for the different needs of key members or shareholders.
Okay, Derek, thank you so much for that. So we'll quickly want to go for a breather, and we'll be back in about a minute. We are introducing you to the Money Masters. It's a podcast that we've put together at Petra. The whole essence of this podcast is to help people become more better at managing their finances. You know, we take it a notch, a step lower. We don't want to talk about the tough words, the technical terms. We talk about things that are more relatable to you. So we are just going to take a quick break, and we'll introduce you to the Money Matters podcast, and we'll be right back. Do stay tuned. Don't leave us.
A lot of us are living outside of our means, and that's our biggest problem. Like, it's our biggest problem. Where you stay, you can't afford the rent. Like, you have to struggle and borrow money, and this is before you pay your rent. That's wrong. Who cares?
A lot of people like me or friends like me who would see a friend who is genuinely from a rich home, traveling, doing all of the fancy things, and me sitting somewhere says, well, I want to live this life. And so I'll move heaven and earth to make sure that I can live up to that lifestyle. But it's not wise.
Money stops nonsense. And it's better to be in the position to have that, to be the person to stop that nonsense.
Sure.
Okay, welcome back. At least if you didn't hear anything at all from that ad, I'm sure you heard one thing. Money stops nonsense. And you know who said it. He's on this call. Don't ask him any question about that. Go and watch the video. It's live on our YouTube channel. So that's the Petra's YouTube channel. So you can check out Petra on YouTube. Or you can also follow Petra on our social media channels. We are on LinkedIn, we are on Facebook, we are on X, and we are on Instagram. So Petra on social. Check it out and watch the whole or the full podcast, and let's know what you think about it. So gradually we'll be wrapping up. We try to keep our conversations within an hour. We want to keep it crisp and short. And if there's anything that we'll have to talk about, we'll talk about it in the next section. So don't worry about your questions, just keep them coming, and we definitely are going to respond to all the questions that you have. There was a question about money saved, but I think Josefa spoke about money saved, so that's that we can jump that.
I think
Okay,
there's a question here, Kabna.
Okay.
Someone is asking that they don't have or they cannot find Eurobonds and global tech on their app. So I just wanted to tell them to go to, when you open the app, on the bottom menu, there are 4 tabs. There's portfolio, explore, there's more, and there's profile. When you go to explore, you'll be able to find all the products there. All the products that we've mentioned are under flexible investments. Okay, so you go to explore, go to flexible investments, and then when you start to create a goal, you'll be able to select which particular fund or product that goal should be invested in. And then you see Eurobonds, you see global tech, and you'll be able to select the one you are looking for. So I just wanted to provide a bit of that clarity for football your interests. I think that's the name they have.
All right, cool. Now let me throw this to Derek, and then I'll wrap up with Josefa. So Derek, people want to know how can they access pension products are achieved by Petra. So those who have Petra IDs, how can they access their Petra services on Achieved by Petra?
Yeah, thank you. It's quite simple. If you're a Petra customer and you downloaded the app, I'm sure you see a question or a pop-up that asks you to enter your Petra ID. We've discussed how to get that already. You could, if you are receiving text messages from Petra, you have your Petra ID in your text message, or you should go on to the live chat option and then ask for your Petra ID. There's another option to use your email address or your phone number as well, as long as that email address or phone number is registered with Petra. Right. So even if you don't have your Petra ID and you have your email address or your phone number, you should be able to link your account. As soon as you do that, you'd see I don't know what to call it. Is it a deeper blue card on on your homepage? And you see your pensions and you have your total pension balance put there. It's a very, very nice card. It tells you what to look out for, what to look towards, look out to in your retirement. So when you click that card, you can go into and see the breakdown of your different pension products at Petra. I have the tier 2, which is Petra Advantage Pension Scheme. You see your tier 3 is Petra Opportunity Pension Scheme, and then your different savings booster accounts. So every account you have with Petra, you would see on the app. The good thing that's going to happen sooner than it was, if I said I should say very soon, is that you'll be able to interact a lot more with your pension products on the app very soon. You should be able to make payments into your savings star account. That will be coming up soon. And then you should be able to make withdrawals as well. For now, all you can do is view your balances to see how they are going. So the same thing you'd see on your members portal today, we've made it available on the app. Yeah, so it's that is it for the pensions products on the Achieve by Petra app.
Great. So finally, I'll close it. We knew Achieve, and now we are seeing Achieve by Petra. Why is Achieve aligning closely with Petra, and what does the future hold for users on this app?
Okay, so it's exciting. For those who have been around from the beginning of Achieve, one of these a few days ago, I was looking at our MVP screens, and it was just a white screen with a few green buttons. It was very ugly, but we got the job done, and we have grown over the last 4 years to where we are today. Achieve was birthed out of Petra. Okay, we set out independently because we wanted to validate that we can deliver the kind of experience and the kind of products that we are delivering today to the average person. Today, we interact mostly online. All of us have a bunch of different apps on our phones for everything. The other day, I was joking with someone that even when you're pregnant now, the first thing you do is go and download the pregnancy tracker app, right? Social media, connecting with friends, learning how to cook, even looking for a tutor, you go on YouTube and so on. So we live our lives on our phones and online. And so it is critical that you are also able to access your finances and build a financial plan and execute that financial plan online. Achieved by Petra is just an extension of the same. We started out with a few investment products. Petra is a powerhouse of financial products. Petra has been around for 12 years delivering financial products, institutional pensions products, PAPs and POPs, standalone pension products for some very big clients, personal pension products through Savings Booster. Some people have heard of Easy Loan, others have heard of Easy Mortgage. Others have engaged with our financial advisors who have had a one-on-one conversation with them and recommended specialized products for them from FDs, T-bills, insurance. And so Petra is really there to ensure that you can access a full suite of financial products. And so Achieved by Petra is just more of the same. We have come together to make sure that now you can access everything that the group has to offer on one app. ease and convenience. I mentioned it earlier. If I'm part of the Petra ecosystem, I should be able to access everything that Petra has to offer. I should be able to leverage that relationship that I have with Petra. We try to support our customers. I think customers appreciate our standards as well. We try to live to very high standards of customer experience and accuracy, etc. And now we are just opening up another channel that allows you to engage with us, all parts of us, through Achieve App. And we think that this will be a formidable channel because we all have the mobile phone in our pockets. Anything Petra, just pick up the Achieve by Petra app and reach out to us. And we'll be right on the other side, ready to respond to you and give you the necessary assistance that you need. Somebody asked about whether there are new products coming, and my only response is that stay tuned. We are cooking.
Stay tuned. We are cooking.
We are cooking. Yes, we are cooking.
I like that.
Very
We are
soon.
cooking.
Serve you. Thank
So
you.
thank you thank you Josefa, thank you Derek. And just as Josefa said, with Petra or the Achieve by Petra app, we give you financial solutions at your fingertips, and we have a lot coming. And I see a lot of comments. Abigail just came about how many minutes ago? Some few minutes ago, and she's asking if I'm late. Abigail, you're the one giving vote of thanks.
It's very late.
But the good thing is that we have your emails, those who registered. We are going to send you a link so that you can watch this again. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us. We'll put a link that you can talk to our customer service team in the email that we are going to send to you. So please watch out, check your emails. We'll have all the information given to you. And of course, one show will not be enough to cover all the possibilities that Petra or Achieve by Petra has to offer you. So we'll keep engaging and we'll keep connecting with you. So bear in mind that we are very active on social, like very, very active on social. So you can connect with us on social. We are at Achieve by Petra. We are on X, LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. So please connect with us on all these social media channels. So I'll take concluding words. Normally, when I say last words, it sounds funny. Last words, like that's it. So let's see concluding words. So I'll start with Derek and I'll end with Josefa.
Yeah, I would like everyone on this call to do something on the app. Do something on the app, something you've not done, whether contribute, create a group, start a goal, send a screenshot of what you are doing, put it on. Comment with the screenshot on YouTube or on any other social media platform that we have, just to see how people are engaging on the app. So if you're on this call, after liking the video and all that, do something on the app, start a goal, create a group, then let's see some screenshots on our social media platform. I'll end by saying that Achieve by Petra is here and is here to stay. We are here to make sure that you are ready now and for the future. Right? We are solving all your needs. Please give us all the feedback you can give us. Tell us what you need, and we'll be there. Like Josefa is saying, we are cooking. Right?
Yes, we are cooking. All right, Josefa.
Okay, so my last words, I'll use the slot to address customer concerns because my customers are very important to me. So I see a question from James who has come back to ask us to really address this question. So I went up, I scrolled up to find the question. And his question
Okay.
is whether he loses any part of his funds in DigiSave at any time. So to James and to everybody else, investments come with risk. I'm going to start that way. There is a little bit of risk inherent in every investment. I don't know if you joined earlier, but please leave your email so that we can send you the full thing and you can watch because I explained a bit earlier about how you match your goal horizon with the right product so that you don't find yourself wanting. But having said all that, DigiSave is actually one of the safest mutual funds in Ghana today. We've worked really hard with the fund manager to create an almost no loss fund. And those people who have been with us, if you can share your experiences and attest to it so that those who don't know will know. DigiSave only grows. it may not grow as fast as some of the other products, and that's inherent, right? Because the risk is managed so well. You won't see those crazy spikes, but in the same way, you won't see those crazy dips. So
Yeah.
if you are looking for the safest option, where to put your money and earn interest without any fear, James, your concern is addressed. DigiSave is actually the place for you. The second thing I'd like to address is from Ohima, who asks whether she can operate her account when she leaves Ghana. Yes, please, you can. Once you have the account, you've set it up. You need your Ghana card because today the funds require the level of KYC, and a Ghana card is one of the national ID, the identity document that is required. But if you set up your accounts and you travel, so far as you can continue to make contributions, you can open the app and do what you need to do. So far as you can make contributions into the app and you can withdraw into designated Momo accounts and bank accounts, you'll be fine. I wish all of you a happy investing life. I think the most important thing in this journey is knowledge. So I'm very appreciative of the fact that you guys took out an hour to join us to have this conversation. We will try to put out as much as we know. We are all learning from each other. Please engage us and ask us the questions
Yeah.
because sometimes we don't actually know what to address and what not to address. But based on the questions you're asking us today, I'm very happy because when I see the question, then I can tailor my responses so that we can all share the knowledge and build up our financial literacy. So thank you very much and have a good evening.
All right. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for investing your time with us. And as you all know it, this weekend Ghana is going to the polls. Please stay safe and let's meet all here again sometime soon. And let's keep investing. Ghana is more important to us, or Ghana's safety and Ghana's peace is more important to us than any political party. So please do take care of yourself, and we need you to come here and start investing or continue investing, even more important. So thank you very much and see you soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Oh no, my car broke down and the repair costs are way higher than I expected. I need cash right now. I need cash. I can't also wait for payday. And borrowing money takes forever. What do I do? Wait a minute. I've been saving on the Achieve app. I should have some money there. Wow. My DigiSave investment on the Achieve app gained some additional interest. I love this app. With the Achieve app, I can instantly have access to my emergency savings anywhere, anytime. I've been saving little by little, and now I don't have to stress at all. Download the Achieve app today and start building your emergency fund. It's the smartest way to stay prepared for life surprises.